Brad mentioned an important warning today from experts at TriHealth who say if you run or walk outside this time of year, you need extra hydration. And that may be especially true if you run or walk with your dog or your pet. We explain why in today's Medical Edge.
This year's Flying Pig Marathon had a record number of runners and walkers who had to race in temperatures which traditionally can lead to medical complications.
For some reason, we have about 8 to 10 heat strokes every year, sometimes up to a dozen.
To avoid those, as all of us take our workouts outdoors this time of year, Dr. Emily Dixon, a sports medicine specialist, told me, here's what you need to know about hydration.
If you're going to run for more than an hour, you really need to be using some sort of electrolyte replacement like a Gatorade. Underneath an hour, water is sufficient enough to cover your needs.
The medical team observing this race did keep an eye out for early warning signs of dehydration, and not just in people, but in the flying flurry as well, where people run and walk with their pets. Emily said that this chocolate lab named Susie had to be carried across the finish line by her owner.
And then as soon as he set, her name was Susie, as soon as he set her down, she just collapsed.
Eventually, they got her cooled down and reduced further danger.
But one of the important things they want you to know is that while it's great to exercise with your pet, just like you pay attention to your own hydration this time of year, it's important to pay attention to your pet's hydration as well.
The bottom line is they don't perspire like you and I do, they salivate. And when they salivate and urinate, the water in their system, of course, goes out.
Harry Dates and veterinarians with the SPCA say what goes out needs to go back in, so rehydrate pets often while walking or running. Get your dog a backpack and disposable water bottle if needed, and you may even want to try some of these hydrating snacks.
Those were developed for sporting dogs.
Simple steps like these can keep your dog playing in the pool rather than needing the ice pool. And as for what people need, with the pet or without,
there's really no recommendations of specific amounts, but if you can try to stay hydrated as you go, 4 to 6 ounces I think is wise for about every 30 minutes.
Now, let's just be clear, those pets that I featured, and I do this on purpose, those are all up for adoption. That terrier mix, the little Dachshund, they call him Smokey, that big white dog I was petting. Yeah. He's a mix of everything, real feisty. Call the SPCA if you're interested in adoption, 513-541-6100. And then you heard Harry Dates mention a bunch of these really cool things. I got to say, I've been, hanging out with pets for a while, and I hadn't even seen some of these. This is that kind of funky disposable water bottle. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And this is their backpack that they actually would put on just like you would put on, like you go out, you don't go out without your water hydration. This you can put right on your pet, put little snacks in there, put the water in there.
Hydrating snacks.
Yeah,
try one of those, Paul.
No, I won't do that, but I love that idea.
No, it really, and it's something just for summer you probably haven't thought about. These range, depending on the size of your perfect Cassie, would be, she has a perfect Cassie, would be anywhere from like $10 to $40. They're not unreasonable and they last a while. So just something to think about as we're all out and about with our pets and with people just that time of year. And even as cool as it's been, it's still getting warm enough that you can get dehydrated.
Gotcha.
Before you feel thirsty is when you need a drink.
Thank you, Liz.
All right.